Hi, welcome to Holy Nerd. I am your host, Nathaniel, and today I thought we'd talk a little bit more about the Dungeons and Dragons stuff. Specifically, I thought we'd talk about players playing evil characters. So let's jump right into this. So, evil characters. In my opinion, I believe that evil characters are kind of overrated. I don't like having an evil character amongst a party of characters that most of them are good, right? It sets things off balance because you have a character who is aligned evil, so their goals generally are opposite of the others, and it causes tension. And quite honestly, most of the time, that's where you get like your groups infightings and things like that because of characters, goals, and what they're trying to achieve. Where the good guys are trying to think of the best way to help the townsfolk, the bad guy is always trying to figure out what can they get out of it, if anything, you know? Evil characters seem to be running rampant now. Like, there's a lot of games, video games and things like that, that you play the bad guy or at least a very, very morally gray character that basically it's like you do what you want and that's how things are going to be for that character. I guess in video game setting and things like that, that's fine, but when you're with players, as I've said, it causes tension. And some people that, for example, you take a evil warlock and then you take a good paladin and put them together, those two characters are not going to see eye to eye. And quite honestly, as a DM, I prefer the bad guys to be played by me so that the group has an adversary in common to fight against. As a DM, when you have somebody who wants to play an evil character, it's hard to fit them into a group that is trying to accomplish good. And especially as a DM like myself, who wants to tell a story of good versus evil. I mean, there's enough of this evil going on in the world, but I'm not going to get into that. But you want a sense of, like, good defeating evil. When you have a player that's part of that evil, it takes away from that and even hurts it. Evil characters and evil campaigns, you see a lot of that these days. And quite honestly, for me anyways, remember, this is just my own personal opinion, you might be feeling like, well, I do want to play an evil character, or I want to run an evil campaign. Totally fine. There's all different game styles. Remember, D&D is made in a way that it works for almost any and every setting. But for me personally, and I think a lot of other people these days, we're kind of tired of seeing these evil campaigns and characters and things because we want to start rooting for the good guys again, you know? We kind of miss that. You think of like Lord of the Rings or Narnia or any of those other kind of fantasy books or movies, and it's so satisfying to see when the darkness is encroaching and it looks like the end. That suddenly good is rallied together, and by working together, they manage to defeat the evil and the darkness around them. That's what I like to bring into my D&D games. I like the idea of my evil characters and things like that, although feeling overwhelming, if the good guys can stand together, work together, they might be able to defeat this evil and become the heroes at the end of the day. That's what I like to see in a D&D game. If you are going to play an evil character, what I think is an interesting take for an evil character is someone who is playing a character that comes from evil, comes from the darkness and all that, but they want to be redeemed. They are looking for a way to get out of it. That's a cool evil character to me that you can use in a setting where most of your characters are good. If they do something bad, it's because maybe they had a moment of weakness or something like that, but they are truly trying to walk towards the light and become one of the good guys, like one of their friends. So my opinion is, at least with the evil characters, if you're going to have an evil character, make it somebody that you want to redeem. That way, they can be part of the group and part of the story. So those are just my thoughts on evil characters and such. Some of you might have agreed. Some of you might have disagreed. I know there's DMs out there that enjoy running games with evil characters, and some DMs even love running evil campaigns. That's fine. They're able to. I'm just not one of them. These are just my opinions. This is just what I'm voicing. But hopefully you'll like and subscribe to these videos so that you can get more from the Holy Nerd. And hopefully I'll catch you on the next video. So, have a God bless day. Have fun.